Hi, coming to you today is the alternative me. I just wanted to bring you up to date about what's happening at this point. I went back to see the first surgeon yesterday. I had an appointment with her to go over everything and to try to decide what to do. And what she did was, when I got in, she said to me, "So what are you thinking?" And I told her I had met with the other doctor. I was absolutely honest with her in terms of what I was doing and the considerations that I had and the concerns that I had. So I went to, I talked to her and I told her about what some of the things were that the other doctor said. And I told her one of the things he has said to me, which made me feel as if I was really in terrible shape, and had I been younger, he said if I was 30 years old, that they would have amputated not only my leg all the way up, but half of my pelvis. Oh my God, the sun is coming out again, guys. It's been the most disgusting day today. It's late in the afternoon. It was dark and totally dismal. I'm going to take that as a sign. Look at this. Okay. Maybe the sun will come out for me. When I told her that, she just shook her head and she said to me, "No." She said, "We never amputate unless we absolutely have to. The goal is to keep you intact and, to return to as much normalcy as possible." Not her words, me extrapolating, but that was essentially what I perceived that she said to me. And that in all the years that she's been at Memorial Sloan Kettering, she said for a decade, that one of the things that she said of all of the surgeons there, they've only done amputations in 3 patients, and that was because they had no choice, because it kept coming back. But 3, she said they have about 1,000 patients a year, and if they have 1,000 patients a year, that's 10,000 patients, and if there were 3 that had amputations, that made me feel a whole lot better about where I might be in this whole thing. I know it's serious, and I did tell her, I said, I have made my decision in terms of my surgeon, and you're going to be my surgeon. I really am very comfortable with her at this point. I think one of the issues that I was having was that I felt as if I had to make some monumental decisions on my behalf that would affect me for the rest of my life. And I had to do it based upon insufficient knowledge. So after taking my crash course, and after sadly learning some things about sarcoma that I didn't like, I mean, I know a lot of people are cured from sarcoma. Certainly a lot of the younger people where they take it out and they do well. But I really felt that I didn't want to make a wrong decision that I would pay for. So I was feeling as if I just couldn't do this on my own. Ultimately, what happened was I said to her, I'm ready to start, except for one thing. I said, I need one more piece to this puzzle. And she said, what is that? And I said, I was told that if I have sarcoma, there is one man I must talk to. And I told her it was Robert Maki. And I told her that I needed to see him. And she said, have you called his office? And I said, yes. I said, and they gave me a date for May 3rd, but with the hope that they would make it much earlier, that they would squeeze me in somewhere, but they needed to get me down as being on the schedule. So she said, give me a minute. She said, I'll go give Bob a call. I was amazed, not only that she knew him, but she knew him well enough that she referred to him as Bob, and she was just going to call him. So she had that kind of relationship with him. And she spoke to him on the phone for a little while and discussed my case with him. And I gather he seems to be of the opinion that it might be a good idea for me to not only have the radiation first, but also possibly some low dose chemo. But that's what I'm hearing from her, not from him yet. As of this morning, I found out that I have an appointment with him for next Monday. I am so grateful. I'm grateful to Kathy, who found him for me. I'm grateful for the ability to get this appointment, for the fact that my surgeon knows him. Apparently she worked with him for some time when he was at Memorial Sloan Kettering before he went to Northwell. And I just somehow felt so much better about it, as if now I could rest and know that the decision was going to be the best medical information to date. I'm having this really strange shadow on my face. This is weird, and sadly it's not. That's because the sun came out and it's reflecting off the glass. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. I think that's better. So the fact that I was able to get this appointment was really good, and I feel as if God's hand is in this to put it all together and make it happen for me. I shared the information with my brother about this doctor, and I sent him a link, and he took a look at his video and said that he really was very impressive in terms of what he, his knowledge about sarcoma. And then he said to me that he also read his reviews, and his reviews were really wonderful. I think he had 49 or 50 reviews on that site, and out of a possible 5, with 49 or 50 reviews, you usually get a few people disgruntled for whatever reason who come in with a lower rating. His was 4.9 out of all of those. So I'm feeling really good about him. From the moment I saw his video, I had the feeling that I needed him in my corner, that I needed information from him, and I am grateful. Bloody phone. Okay, what else can I tell you? My emotions are all over the place. I feel like I'm sending out signals that are pinging all over the universe, and I am perfectly calm, relaxed, and feeling good about my I don't know the prognosis, but about my possibilities for the future on the one hand, and then all of a sudden, not so much. I have to say that I am unbelievably grateful for this book that I got, and I thank you so much. I started reading it late last night. It was very late though, so I didn't get too far into it. It was Louise Hay, and it was You Can Heal Your Life, I believe it was called, something like that. And of course the things that I'm reading so far are things that I know, but knowing them and internalizing them at a time that is really challenging can be two different things. I think it's hard to imagine until you're faced with it exactly how you would react when having this kind of a diagnosis. I think probably most of us never expect it. We never think it's going to happen to us. It challenges all of our thoughts about our future, about life, about life in its totality, meaning not just this life, this time, but how we perceive ourselves in the universe. And it's good to kind of review that stuff and to have to challenge yourself on that level. A part of me so believes that this is going to go well. I said to the doctor yesterday, I said, I have a feeling when you do the surgery, because the plan is to do the radiation first. And that appears to be the consensus, except for the other surgeon who said he didn't think so. So if I have the radiation first, and there seems to be some thought about possible chemo first as well, but I need to talk to the medical oncologist about that to see whether we think it's worthwhile for me to do. And I don't want to second guess myself. One of the things she said to me that I think was really true is she said, look, because I told her, I said, it is so hard to get thrown this kind of a curve, to hear a diagnosis. It was something I knew zero about. I knew that sarcoma, or I thought I knew that sarcoma was what Ted Kennedy's son had many, 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 many years ago. And that's about all my association with it was at the time. So I had to learn a lot, and I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot about the body. I've learned a lot about the systems and everything that is in the way, or this is leaning on, or whatever the heck it's doing. And the information that I've gotten is really great information, but a lot of it is very scary. It's just really, really scary stuff. So I think what you have to do is try to evaluate it. I try to stay strong. I do stay strong most of the time. More time than not, I have the feeling that somehow I'll get through this. And then the fear creeps in, and I understand all of that. I'm getting that really weird light again. Even though I moved, the light moved with me. So I don't know, do I take that as a sign? I'll take anything as a sign if it might be good. So I'm kind of feeling better. Yesterday when I had this news and I came home, I was feeling much better. I think my feeling is compromised a little bit today because I'm in a lot of pain today. I thought the pain today, a lot of nerve pain. This morning it was so bad, I felt as if somebody had broken up 2 glass bottles and inserted it into my nerve, and it was shards of glass going up and down my leg is what it felt like. Let me move this because this light is really disconcerting. I don't know how to mitigate it. It really wants to follow me, so I hope that you can see this well. I look really weird. Let me see if I can pull this up some other way. Maybe if I shift a little bit. Is that better? Now it's dark, so I don't want dark either. All right, I'm going to end this soon, but I did want to let you know. So I'm going on Monday, and I am going to meet with this man who has been referred to, I'm told, as the rock star of sarcoma. And I suspect I'm going to feel as if I've come home. So on that note, I'm going to ask you to wish me luck with that. And I look forward to seeing him. And then on to the next step. The next step after meeting with him will be to meet with the radiation oncologist in the city and having him set up a plan and then have me start my treatments within a couple of weeks. I need to get a CAT scan. I need to meet with a plastic surgeon because I'm told that having radiation before surgery can cause issues with wound healing, and that we need to have plastic surgeon aware of my case so that he's prepared just in case anything happens. My surgical oncologist is conservative, thorough. I think she's extremely knowledgeable. I think she's caring. And for the first time yesterday, she actually smiled quite a bit. So that was kind of nice to see. I'll be back. I'll let you know everything as it happens. Take care. Make your day. Oh, I'm stealing Sheila's line. Make your day a great day. Take care, everybody. See you soon.